Fabrizio Romano is going ahead to confirm Mohamed Kudus' interest, and who is especially interested in him? Arsenal. So Arsenal's interest for Mohamed Kudus has been confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, and we're here to discuss more onto those stories. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? Hope it's a Saturday, coming late because of the power problems, but finally we are here to really bring you the latest news and information as far as this is concerned. Mohamed Kudus to Arsenal, a deal that was really first broken by Sammy McBall. Is really one of those that Arsenal are really looking at, and Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to confirm it. Let's get close to 400 likes watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, we want to hit 17,000 subscribers before the end of August, and let's continue to subscribe to this channel so that we hit that milestone in a nick of time. And we are really going to talk about, here we go, of Sadio Mane to the Saudi side, having come out and really said that he doesn't want to play against, he never wanted to play against Cristiano Ronaldo, but obviously he has gone ahead to play. He has gone ahead to join the team where Ronaldo is, and that is Al Nasar. And lastly, Saint Maxima, another brilliant player that's been playing for Newcastle, also going to the Saudi side. Which side? I'm going to come out and obviously reveal to you which side Saint Maxima is obviously going to play for. Now, Fabrizio Romano speaking with the Give Me Sport about Mohamed Kudus to Arsenal. He has said, at the moment, there is still no bid or direct conversation with Ajax yet, so we can't speak about the negotiation yet. There is an interest, but I think for Arsenal now, the priority is to get rid of some players. Now, the deal is simple, and the idea is simple by Arsenal, having spent £210 million in a space of like 3-4 weeks. They feel like the idea is simple. Let's not spend a lot until we offload sales. And some of the players Arsenal are looking at to sell: Kien Tierney, Cedric Soares, there is Balogun, there is Nicola Pepe, Rob Holding, and Thomas Partey has been put off that list. And it looks like they're now having close to 5 or 6 players to sell as a club of Arsenal. So as it stands, it's all about Fabrizio Romano confirming to us Arsenal's interest in Mohamed Kudus. And now, this is where a certain fan of Arsenal who came in through and really told me that Arsenal are not interested into Mohamed Kudus, because I brought you a story that Chelsea is interested in really signing the player, and obviously David Austin was the one who broke the story. This guy came in through the comment section and confirmed and really commented that Arsenal is not interested in Mohamed Kudus. I told you here we don't do stories that don't have what we call concrete sources. We bring you stories that do have concrete sources and concrete information, and that is all about Mohamed Kudus. So, to my own understanding, it's a deal that you would love to see Arsenal do, and I think most Arsenal fans would like to see this deal really happen, because Mohamed Kudus will come obviously and put in a lot of support on the side of will put in a lot of support on the side of Arsenal, especially where Bukayo Saka plays. Today, when I was being driven by my guy back to my home, he told me that Saka has been really going through a lot of fatigue, especially when he's playing for Arsenal. He has found himself in a situation of not missing out on any game since 2021, and it shows you how hard this guy had to obviously put his body on the line. Even when he needs to be rested, he can't be rested because Arsenal don't have a player that can obviously play in that position. I think he only got rested in the game of Nottingham Forest, where he was taken off after really getting an injury, but next weekend was part of the Arsenal side. And I think even there is a game that he was going to miss, but he came on as a substitute. I think they're playing, which team were Arsenal? Was it Crystal Palace or Leeds? One of those games. He never really showed up in the training sessions, but in the matchday squad he was named and came in through and obviously played. So his eagerness to play is good, but I think his body should be looked after very, very well, because sometimes he might not play full game. He should only come in through and play like 30 minutes, 20 to balance up his game time, because every player has to be having enough a dedicated amount of minutes to play to support him throughout the season. But for Bukayo Saka, I think this is really insane. And going to the Champions League, obviously, it's really going to be so much hard for him, because in the previous seasons, Arsenal have been playing the UEFA Europa League, and they found themselves in a situation of playing Bukayo Saka in the Premier League and not playing him for 90 minutes in the UEFA Europa League, and they gave him like 15, 20, depending on the game situation that Arsenal really saw. But as per now, it's all about Mohamed Kudus, and we all know that Kudus to Arsenal is a very good deal that Arteta is looking at, but they need to sell players to raise the amount of money, meaning that Arsenal cannot sanction any purchase of a player sorry about that. Arsenal cannot purchase or sanction any purchase of a player not until they start selling players. And remember, they've already sold Granit Xhaka for £21 million, then Pablo Mari for £6 million, meaning that they have £27 million into their money back. So let's wait and see how Arsenal really undergoes this transfer. But Fabrizio Romano has gone ahead to confirm their interest in Mohamed Kudus, and he will wait and see whether this interest is going to be obviously attacked by Arsenal to get in the dream player that maybe Mikel Arteta wants to go on and obviously face the player of the caliber of Bukayo Saka. He's coming in as a backup or a competitor. I think he's coming in as a competitor for Bukayo Saka, as Mohamed Kudus can obviously offer you more or even equal to what Saka has been providing to Arsenal side. Now, we go to another story. Remember, it's a transfer news show. We aren't doing only Arsenal stories. It's all about the Sadio Mane story. Here we go. It was announced by Fabrizio Romano yesterday. Sadio Mane to Al Nasar. Here we go. Deal in place between the two clubs. Bayern have accepted the verbal proposal after advanced talks yesterday. Paperwork to be checked on player side, and then medical will be booked. Deal will be done. Fofana, Brozovic, Teles, Mane, and more is yet to come. So some good work is being done by Al Nasar, and I think all this is being spearheaded by maybe Cristiano Ronaldo, talking to these players, convincing them to come to the club, because these players are the ones he needs to see to it that at least wins a trophy for Al Nasar. Al Nasar never really won the league, I think, last season, because Al Hilal won the league, and it's being coached by the former manager of Wolverhampton Wanderers, Espiriano, some other name here for you, but he manages that club, and has gone ahead to add in more players onto his side. And that's why Ronaldo wants to get in more quality to his side, to see it that he finds himself in a situation of winning trophies for Al Nasar. And he's dedicated to be playing to Al Nasar or for Al Nasar for some 2-3 years from now, to see it that they become the biggest team when it comes to Asian football and maybe in the World League. He also said that the Saudi Pro League is almost at the same level like other leagues in the Europe, because it's only the Premier League that is still competitive, but other leagues have gone ahead to lose competition, and that is Ronaldo for you. But I think he's going to welcome Sadio Mane with wide hands, because Sadio Mane was one of those that doesn't really want to play with Cristiano Ronaldo for any moment. But you see, destiny and fate can't be obviously be predicted, because every time you really try to predict them, they can go against you. And Sadio Mane this time round, he's going to be playing as a player of Al Nasar and playing with Cristiano Ronaldo. Now you understand that now Ronaldo is really going to be having loads of time and creativity from the players Al Nasar have gone ahead to send, because more quality players are being expected to join Al Nasar, and obviously the Saudi side is continuing to do the needful. But what does it mean to Bayern Munich and their team? I think Sadio Mane was brought in by Oliver Kahn, and is it Hassan Selimidic, but he never really met the expectations. And why did he? The injury god that kept him out for 3 months. And for any injury, a player to come out and really hit the ground running is really hard. That's why I respect Gabriel Jesus when he came in through, it never took him 2-3 games that he's really back to where he deserves to be as a player. But a knee injury is really bad, and it can obviously do what we call, or can put an end to the career of any football player. That is the knee injury. So let's wait and see how that pans out. But Sadio Mane, obviously, he has gone ahead to obviously play for Al Nasar. And lastly, Saint Maxima. Alan Saint Maxima, transfer from Newcastle to Al Hilal, is now a complete deal that has been confirmed to us by David Austin, but it's a 3-year deal and is earning 300 million euros. Sorry, 30 million euros, and he's really going to play that side. I will understand for Sam Maxima, because at Newcastle, the coming in of Anthony Gordon doesn't really leave you the same, as the manager won't really give you all the games that you want, because he has to impress his signings. And this also comes out at a very beautiful time of football, that Saudi Arabia is obviously welcoming in players from every side. So Sam Maxima, I think he has gone ahead to obviously find himself in a position of really playing for Newcastle, and I think nothing is going to change even if he goes that side, because I believe he's really one of those players that has a lot of talent to him, but he has failed to obviously keep what we call the consistency, and his end product with the game is obviously lacking. He's 26 years of age, going that side. I think it's really one of the huge decisions we're going to have to make, and he's one of those few young players that are going to hate to play that side, joining the former Wolverhampton captain, that is, what is his name? The guy was called Ruben Neves, and other young players have gone that side. It shows you how attractive the league is becoming. If they can keep the pace to attract young players at the age of 26, 24, 20, then they are going to be a very good side to really compete in the world of football. So let's wait and see how that is going to pan out. So I obviously call in your reactions to Fabrizio Romano confirming Arsenal's interest in Mohamed Kudus. So tell me whether you think Mohamed Kudus will be a very good addition to the Arsenal side, and also what do you make about Sadio Mane joining Al Nasar and Sir Saint Maxima coupling up with Al Hilal, where the likes of which other players have gone ahead to be? I think it's Firmino. There is which other player? Savage is also there. So it's really going to be a crop of talent that is going to be coupled up or shelled in one team in Saudi Arabia, and Al Nasser and Al Hilal is really going to be a very good debut now. Not debut. It's going to be a real rivalry, and what a game to watch in there for you. So your thoughts onto that are welcome in the comment section below. Tell me your thoughts about all that. Rokani David remains my name. I sign out for now. See you later, and I cover you in the precious blood of Jesus Christ. May the living true God protect you abundantly. To all my Muslim viewers and subscribers, Barak.